Morning, y'all. This your girl Gigi, and I'm back with another video. So this is gonna basically be like a blackout chit chat um, a video this morning, and um, and this is basically for those who are single, ready to mingle, whether you've recently got out of a situation and you've taken your time, you healed, you've discovered a lot of things, or you've just been single, you just been to yourself and stuff like that. So you want to get out there, you want to chit chat, you want to mix, you want to mingle, you want to parlay, you want to partay. Okay, so definitely when it comes to dating, make sure that you actually know what you're looking for, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something sexual, whether it's a friendship, or friendship that leads into relationships and stuff like that. So make sure that you're actually knowing what you are looking for, and that you're actually making it clear. So let's say you're on a dating app, and in your bio, make sure you are not putting in your bio what you're not looking for. Make sure you're putting in your bio what you are looking for, and and make that very clear and very obvious to the people that's you know most likely going to be taking an interest in you, or you're going to be taking an interest in somebody else. And always make sure that if you are online dating, always make sure that you are going through their profile and reading their bio, because a lot of times they will have what especially if you're a female looking for a guy, they will have what they're looking for in that bio, and vice versa. If you're a guy looking for a female, they will have what they're looking for in that bio, whether they're polygamous, whether if they are in an open relationship, whether they just want to have fun, they just want like a sexual relationship, whether they want, something super casual like a friendship, or whether they're looking for a relationship or they're in some type of kink. Child, they have exactly what they're looking for. Make sure you are going through their pictures. A lot of people online, they do have a lot of fake profiles, and they do a lot of weird shit. And it's 2022, and people still making fake profiles, and all this other extraness and stuff like that. So make sure you are definitely being clear about what you're looking for, and definitely don't hesitate to set your boundaries when these people are messaging you. So if you don't like a certain way people talk to you, let that be known. you know, say, hey, I'd rather for you. Let's say if they're out there calling you, baby and stuff like that, like, hey, baby, and you don't like to be called baby outside of a relationship. You have the right to say, hey, I'm not your baby. Please don't call me that. I don't like to be called that outside of, a relationship. And you want to have people that come out there, and you want to have people that's rude. You want to have people that's impatient, that they can't wait for responses. So it's like, if you don't respond to them right there, or within like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, or a day, they just like unmatch you, or they'll kind of block you or something like that. And those are people that typically they have no patience. So let them eliminate themselves. Okay. So if they out there and they don't have patience or whatever, let them eliminate yourself. Make sure you are, being as communicative as you will want someone to be with you. So make sure that your, messaging isn't dry. Make sure that your conversation isn't dry. Be, fun. Ask questions. A lot of people, are traveling. So they're like, hey, maybe you're in Atlanta and you come across somebody that's like, hey, I'm in Atlanta for a week. Like, I'm from Australia and I'm traveling, and I'm in Atlanta for a week, looking for people to show me around, or, and it's, especially if they say, hey, I'm with my friends. If you don't feel comfortable meeting somebody or going out with somebody, that's perfectly fine. A lot of people now, like, they just want to, chat. Like, people want to, especially if you have like a Snapchat or like an Instagram or something like that, they will want to, video chat with you via that, or WhatsApp. They want to a video chat with you via that. I always like to tell people, always like to say, if somebody can't give you their number, or if they give you their number and the number is kind of sketchy, or you feel a certain type of way, then always go into that with caution or whatever. But if you're running into people that they don't want to phone call you, they don't want to phone wow they don't want to call you on the phone, they don't want to video chat with you, and they just want to like send messages and stuff like that, maybe eliminate that, because we don't have time. Like, I want to chit chat, I want to talk, especially when it comes to like me and stuff like that. Like, I could be like, no, I don't want to chit chat with you on the phone, let's text or whatever. Let's, even if you do, like, if you got an iPhone and you have, like, you could do voice message and stuff like that. Send voice notes and whatever the situation may be. But it doesn't hurt to, FaceTime with somebody here and there, or to like pick up the phone and call them. Like, even if you're not comfortable with giving them your number, if you are on a dating app, most of them do have the option to call, or even, like I said, even if it's Snapchat or Instagram that I know, or Facebook. It's that you can video chat on Facebook and WhatsApp and Snapchat and Instagram. You can call. That way they don't have your number. Or if that's not the route you want to go, just get a text free app. Just get like a text free number. Get like one of those, go on your Apple or Google Play and type in like text now numbers and stuff like that, and then you could give them that number until you're comfortable with giving them your real number and stuff like that. So, like I said, definitely make sure that you are very clear about what you want and what you're seeking, and set your boundaries up. Even if you don't have all your boundaries, or if you think you have all your boundaries, people will present other boundaries to you. And these boundaries are boundaries that you need to establish in your life, because a lot of people nowadays, like I said, they don't have patience. They want things when they want it, because they're so used to sex being so free and so open, so fluent, that they can get it anytime they want with anybody that they want. So, if that's not what you're looking for, let that be known. Like, hey, that's not what I'm looking for. So, I cannot help you with that. Like I said, you're gonna meet people that's gonna be into you, that want to talk to you, get to know you, take you out. You wanna meet people that's going to just want a fun time with you. Um, and you know definitely, and also step outside of your comfort zone, step outside of your dating zone, whether it's the location that you're looking for, or it's a certain type of ethnicity. If you're always used to dating one race of men, open your horizons to different cultures, backgrounds, races, religions, and stuff like that, and pretty much see where it goes. Like, even if y'all don't have the same religion, y'all can pretty much create a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if that person has like a business, or that person is very skilled at marketing, or that person has some type of background in some type of profession that you're looking into. So let's say if you're trying to open a business and you need, somebody with business and marketing, expertise, and that person has that business and expertise, that business and marketing expertise, and relationship wise, maybe y'all culture or religion just don't mesh, but y'all could be friends and actually build something on a business level. You can use that person, to your needs. It's networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, although we're not, relationship compatible, we are business relationship compatible. Okay? It's like, you want a friend, I want a friend, you have a business, I'm trying to, get my business up and running, or I'm trying to propel my business even further. So let me learn what I can learn from you in order to, X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. So you just gotta be mindful and not just kind of like settle, or just like over talk to people. Like, especially if you're like a really pretty person, or a really handsome person, you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot of creeps. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of creeps. So you gotta be able to, clear them out real quick. Like I said, most people will clear themselves out, but you gotta be able to clear them out. and not just give your number out to people or meet up with people. Get to know people, text with them, and see how they flow. If they got Instagram, they got Snapchat, they got a TikTok or whatever that might be. Get to know them, exchange that type of social media with them. If they do YouTube or they got a podcast, like follow their YouTube. Listen to their podcast to really get an in depth understanding of who this person is and how they roll, how they operate. Ask them questions about themselves. I've met people that want in a relationship the same day that they meet, and I've met people that it's like I'm not looking to have you know I'm looking to meet people, but I'm not looking to rush into anything, and which is perfectly fine, because you want to start with, you want to build on a friendship first and foremost, right? So you want to build on a friendship, you want to create that foundation, you want to create that sturdiness, you want to create that grounded stability, where it's like I can pretty much, I feel open and I feel comfortable with telling you things about me, and I know you enough, and I've been through, maybe I had some little arguments, and like I said, some people are really petty out in these streets. Like, you would tell people certain things about yourself, and when y'all get into an argument, they would throw that back in your face as a way to hurt you or belittle you and knock you down and stuff like that. So when you do meet somebody that throw your own shit back at you, it's like, okay, now I know that I really can't trust you, because at any moment when you don't get your way, or when something isn't right, you're gonna this is how you're gonna act and stuff like that, and then that's your job to call it out and whatever. And if they don't take heed to it, if they don't acknowledge it, if they don't have any type of feelings, or whatever, then you cut them off, like point blank period. Like, you just literally take no bullshit. But if you have a little argument with them, or a little disagreement, and basically they just be like, so how can we move past this? Like, if they just really want to talk it out and work out the situation, winner winner chicken dinner. Because a lot of people nowadays, they don't want to talk out the differences, they don't want to talk out the problems, they don't want to talk out the kinks and stuff like that. They don't want to know how can we get past this situation. Whether we're not talking for an hour, 2 hours, or even a damn, a damn day or whatever. It's like they will always hit you up and be like, hey, I know the situation is this is where I'm coming from. People, be open to people that want to talk about their feelings. It doesn't make them emotional. It doesn't make them a simp. It doesn't make them lame. It makes them grown. It makes them emotionally mature, mentally mature. You don't want those people that sit there and cry and bitch and nag and complain. In the moment where things don't go wrong, they want to cut you off, and then because then that creates a toxic situation and stuff like that. So, like I said, know what you want and get to know people first and foremost, because people would pretty much show you who they are. Like, I've had people that came to me and they were completely just straight up sexual from the beginning, and I'm just like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. So therefore, and sometimes I've told them, like, that's disrespectful. I asked them, like, do you have a mother? Do you have kids? Do you have, how would you like it if a man, came off like this to your mother? Like, they be like, oh, I wouldn't like it. I'm like, so do you think that I would like it? Like, that, it doesn't make sense. If you have, I always ask them, like, do you have a daughter? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, how would you like if somebody came off like this to your daughter? Sometimes you just gotta put them in that element. Sometimes you gotta put them in that scenario and stuff like that. Like I said, you can either like completely ignore them, or you can pretty much just be like, hit them up, set that boundary with them, and if they catch an attitude, cuss their ass out if you have to, let them know that you will not allow, you will not be disrespected on any type of platform. I don't give a damn who you are and stuff like that. And you know, um, don't over sexualize yourself. Now understand, especially for people that's going out there and you're hitting the town, you're going out there to restaurants and to bars or whatever. Don't over sexualize yourself. Have some type of class and mysterious energy to you. Have people, come off as the person that is so entertaining, and I want to say entertaining in the most craziest way, because it's like you have this this mysterious energy to you. It's like, who is that person? I want to get to know that person. This person seems intriguing. This person, this it's kind of like a fiend. It's like, who is this person and stuff like that. Like, you ain't got to be out there showing all your skin, wearing the skimpiest dress and your highest heels and your most beat makeup and your longest wigs and your longest, like, you don't have to do all of that, especially if you're looking for a certain type of guy. Now, if you're looking for a guy that's, really sexual and, whatever, do that, because that's what you're going to attract. But if you want somebody that's more like modest, conservative, just, let's say if you're looking for like a sugar daddy or like a billionaire and stuff like that, do you think that energy is something he's going to want to take around his friends and, his work dinners and stuff like that? He wants somebody that's, yeah, sexy, and that's in their own way, you know um however he defines that, because a lot of people don't look at being sexy as, oh, you gotta have like a nice body, or you gotta be fit, or you gotta look a certain way, you gotta be a certain type of skin tone. A lot of people look at sexiness as confidence, how you carry yourself. Are you put together? Do you know how to put yourself together, or is it something that you're still learning? Even people that don't know how to put themselves together, that's still learning. Like a female that don't know how to do makeup, but she's learning how to do makeup. That's sexy to a person, because that shows that you have, motivation and determination behind, something. Going to, like, what do you do for a living? Are you working? Are you in school? How are you paying your bills and stuff like that? Like, a man wants somebody that's really, especially if you're looking for, like, quote unquote, house a high value, or a man of some type of substance or sophistication and, elevation. They want somebody that knows how, that knows how, you know that knows what to do in situations. They don't want the rowdy girl. They don't want the hood girl. And that goes the same thing for men. Like, they don't want, for females, like, they don't want the hood boys. They don't want the boys with the jean swag, sagging down their butt, and, always on the block, and, you're in your 60s and you're trying to be a rapper. It's like, baby, you gotta hang up that motherfucking towel. Okay, that bitch is worn the fuck out. Um, so, especially like me, for a female, I like a guy that knows how to, clean up nice, and that can put himself together and dress and stuff like that. So when you sit up there and you say, I want a guy that could clean up nice and put themselves together, ask yourself, like, are you that same person, or are you, still trying to figure that out? Because even if you're in the energy of figuring it out, and you're going through this phase of finding your style, most likely you'll meet friends and other people along that journey that can help you. You're coming to people on YouTube, like, randomly be recommended people that's, in that style range, and, they showing you how to put certain things together, how to color match and stuff like that. And then that's what you would use to take heed. It's a lot of guys out there that's like that too, that's, really elevating their style and putting themselves together. So, you can go out there and look at, how they, what's the best razors, or, shavers to use to shave yourself, as a man, and how to clean yourself up and stuff like that. So whatever you're looking for, make sure that either one, you're on that journey as you speak, or that's something that you are already accomplishing. It's pretty much like fake it until you make it. Because as long as people see that you are putting in the energy to putting in the energy behind something to accomplish something, they will put in the energy to help you accomplish something. Like I said, I was watching one girl, and she was just like, she's like a sugar baby or whatever, and she was just like, there's a sugar daddy out there for everybody. There's a sugar daddy out there that likes, bigger women. There's sugar daddies out there that only like skinny blonde girls. There's sugar daddies that only like, African girls, or, there's one that's out there that, just need a companion. There's someone out there that just, they want to hook up and stuff like that. And she was like, and if you think you're going to meet a sugar daddy where you're not going to have, you know, any type of like sexual connections with. She was like, you're in the wrong profession. She was like, because you're going to meet somebody, and this might be somebody that you meet long term, that you're with long term, and you're going to have those connections with that person because you're going to have your needs and desires, and that person is going to have their needs and desires. She was like, so don't ever think that you're not going to have to do this type of thing for and you're in this type of lifestyle. She was like, you're going to have to put out for what you want, basically. She was like, yeah, there are people out there that don't want that relationship. They just want like the friendships and travel with me, go out with me. She was like, but if you want a certain type of lifestyle from a certain type of person, she was like, most of them, they do want a little adult fun. She was like, and there's nothing wrong with that. She was like, especially if that's somebody that if that's like your person. And she was like, if that's like your sugar daddy and your person and y'all have like a relationship, she was like, y'all basically in a relationship, you know? So like the way she was like putting it and explaining it, because I just find it really interesting and intriguing. Like, I like to look at things from all points of view when it comes to people and the life that they live. And, I like to understand, like, why they're in this lifestyle and, what, and their perspective of it. And, she was just really putting a lot of facts into motion and stuff like that. And I was just like, it's basically like a relationship, you go out there to a restaurant, you look good, you present yourself amazing, and let's say you go out there, you meet somebody and you're hanging out with them or whatever, you create some type of relationship with them. Most of the, 9 out of 10, if y'all create some type of relationship where y'all traveling with each other, y'all spending the night at each other's house, or you're always at this person's house, 9 out of 10, y'all gonna have sex or whatever the situation may be. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. So, you have to really make sure that you put out there what you're actually looking for. Like, realistically, what are you realistically looking for? Not what you're fantasizing, but what are you realistically looking for? It's great to build off of that fantasy, but you have to snap back into, this is reality. Like, at the end of the day, this is not la la land. This is not a dream. This is reality, and these are the situations that's going to come with this reality and stuff like that. Like I said, you can meet a lot of people out there that just want a friendship right now. And that's perfectly fine. Because like I said, everything starts on the friendship. Don't just jump into something. Somebody got a car, somebody got this, somebody got that. Material gains and stuff like that. Like I said, I bring up like the whole sugar baby thing, because I feel like for some people it could be something that pretty fun. Maybe you've never been spoiled and you just want to see what it's like to be spoiled, or something like that. Maybe it's something to pass your time. Maybe summertime coming up and you want to travel luxuriously and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, make sure that whatever you're doing, you're not doing it from like a place of like lack or need or greed or low self-esteem and stuff like that. Make sure you're doing it. It's like, what? It's the summertime's coming up. Let's just see what the fuck happens. We're just gonna go out here. We're gonna have fun. I'm protected. God is always gonna protect me. My angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides. I'm protected. I'm this, I'm that, and I'm just looking to just have a good time. Like, I haven't had a good time in a long time, and I just I want to be spoiled. I want to have fun, and I want to live the best life that I can live. So let's just see who comes along the way, and if they don't match up, then my spiritual team would do the honors for me, and the universe would do the honors for me of eliminating that person. And if that person is found to be a true honest person that I can really build something with, then they will prolong the situation. So always go into things optimistically and with an open mind, and that y'all might not click. Y'all might have amazing conversations via text, and when y'all get in person, it might be like womp womp womp, or y'all might have a horrible, not interesting conversations via text, and when y'all meet each other, it's like this instant click and connection, and y'all joking, y'all laughing, and y'all really bonding and hitting it off. So you gotta take those chances and whatever. Like, I've met a person that's completely a different religion from me, and he basically gave his view views on his religion, and it's like, we're not looking for a relationship. Like, we just, want to, make friends and go out and have fun and and shit like that. So it's like, once you come to that common bound, that common ground, with like, I want to create like a friendship, a stable friendship and stuff like that, then it's like, okay, we can work with this. So not everybody is work wittable, and that's not a word. But not everybody you can work with. Some people you just have to leave their ass where they're at, and that's perfectly fine. I don't care. I don't give a damn how good you look. It's always great to step outside of your dating zone, your dating preference. Me as a black girl, I will always be like, my guy is gonna be, black, and he's gonna be, this, he's gonna be that, and now it's like I'm open. I'm open to different races and ethnicities and stuff like that, and backgrounds and cultural differences, because I like to understand people's cultures and religions, and how it works, how it operates, how it helps them to achieve their life and stuff like that. Like, because maybe you could take something away from that. Every opportunity is a learning opportunity. So that's how I kind of pretty much look at that. And some people could say like, oh, that's really like, opportunist, and it's like, it's not an opportunist, because it's like, explain what opportunist is. Like, I'm just learning different things, that I literally don't know about another, race or, religion, and that I might, resonate with and find really, intriguing, and I might want to, incorporate something that they might do. Let's say if they pray at a certain time or a certain way and something like that, you might want to try to incorporate, that into your routine, your morning routine or your night routine or something like that, or so be it. So fucking be it. But yeah, just make sure that you are consistently, being honest with yourself. Asking yourself, is this all for the right reasons? Are you ready? Um, you know, if you want, somebody that's well put together and stuff like that, how are you presenting yourself? If you want that, oh, I want a guy, I want a female that has a successful business, and they're about themselves, and they got this and they got that. Like, what are you doing with your life that's going to complement that? What are you doing with your life that's going to show, who you are, and your values of yourself, and what you can bring to the table and stuff like that. Like, if you just sitting there looking for somebody to financially sponsor you and take care of you and pay your bills, you want to have a harder time, because you're basically being a user. Now you're the opportunist. It's like, you're basically being a user, and it's like, you get out, you get back what you put out. So make sure that what you're putting out ain't bullshit. Make sure what you're putting out is authentic, and you're actually being open, and you're being honest with people, and you're setting boundaries. If somebody want to meet you and then you feel like it's too early, it's too soon, or you're not comfortable yet, let them know, like, hey, this is something new. I'm not in a rush to meet people. Like, yeah, we can talk on the phone. Yeah, we can text, and if whatever you're meeting them on has a option to video chat, we can video chat on here, because I'm not comfortable yet with giving out my number and stuff like that, and they'll be pretty open to it. Most people will understand. They'll be like, what, I totally understand. We can video chat through here, because that's still giving them that reassurance that, first of all, you're not a fake, and second of all, like, it's you, and it's showing them that you're taking the necessary steps into getting to know them a little bit further. And then once you get comfortable in y'all video chatting and y'all messaging each other, then it's like, now y'all can like meet up. And even if they live in like another state, like, it's people that live in other countries that would literally, if let's say if they live in Australia or the UK or something like that, Alaska. I mean, not, I'm like Alaska. Alaska's part of the United States, maybe, but like just say that they live in a whole nother country or whatever. And if y'all get to know each other, y'all hit it off. Most of these people, depending on what it is, are willing to travel to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't gotta meet them by yourself. No, definitely. You could take like your friends with you or whatever, because you gotta have that safety net behind yourself. But that's why I'm just saying when it comes to like opening your horizon, opening and expanding um, your dating pool, um, maybe a person, it's in another country. It's in another state. They're not in your local town. They're in another state. Like if you live in New York, maybe a person is in Staten Island. Maybe they're in New Jersey. Maybe they're in Connecticut. Maybe they're in Miami. Maybe they're in Carolina. Maybe they could be in fucking Hawaii or Alaska, bitch. They can be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to make sure that if they are from another country, that they are that they already have their passport. Okay, make sure they already got their passport, and they normally fly and stuff like that, because you got people out there that's in other countries, and they want to come here, and they want you to help them get a passport and all this other stuff, because they want to come to America. I'm not helping you come here. You know what I'm saying? You got to already have your shit. Point blank period. You gotta already have your shit. Do you have your passport? No. I cannot help you. You gotta have your shit to come here. I'm you wanna come to America, you're gonna have to do what you gotta do to get the fuck here. Okay? You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do to get here. I can't help you with that. No, I cannot help you with a passport. No, I'm not marrying you for you to get your passport, because I'm not going to be responsible for your ass while you're here. No, I'm not. No, set your boundaries. Know what you want. Know what you're not. Know what you don't want. But when you are talking to people, talk about more what you want versus more what you don't want. What type of guy or what type of female that you're actually looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of person are you looking for? What substance? What values do they have to have? Now that you've, experienced, and you've taken your time to reflect on you, and to set up your boundaries and know what you're exactly looking for. Do you want somebody that's open to marriage? Do you want children? Do you not want children? Do you already have children and you just want somebody that either has children or don't want children? You know, um, you know, um, state what you're looking for. And like I said, even if you're on like a dating profile, you don't have to, put a whole entire bio about you, because this is why people are coming to get to know you, and they're writing you to get to know you. But just put those main things in your bio, like, um, if I'm not looking for couples, I'm not into open relationships or stuff like that. Like, that's pretty much, once you sit up there and say, no couples, no hookups, no this, no that, that pretty much weed out a lot of people. Now, just because you might put that, at the bottom or even at the top of like your description or whatever, they will still hit you up, because at the end of the day, they do find you handsome and or attractive, and they want to shoot their shot. So it's like, can you blame them though? But like, can you really blame them? Like, if you really just take a moment to step back and really analyze yourself, look at your pictures that you're putting up, even if they're just like a selfie shot, from like the chest up or like the neck up, like take a moment to really analyze yourself and to look at yourself and say, why not shoot your shot? Like, I mean, if I was you, I would shoot my shot with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you gotta kind of like big yourself up. Um, if you're not doing it, then who else, right? If you're not doing it, then if you're not doing it, then who else? If you're not gonna big yourself up, if you're not gonna be your own hype man, then who else is gonna be a hype man? Like, you gotta be your first a hype man. Like you gotta be your biggest hype man in life. So you gotta big yourself up. If you do your makeup, while you're doing your makeup, you like, oh baby. Like even if you don't even know how it's gonna turn out, like you gotta be your own hype man. Like baby, this makeup about to be fa. It's about to turn out to be lit. If you do your hair, like yo, this hairstyle is about to be the best hairstyle I think I've ever done. Like your outfit, like yo, baby, like this outfit right here, this outfit is like I look too good, baby. I look too good. I look too lit. Like I'm going out, I'm showing out, I'm showing off. Like I'm about to go, I'm about to hit the town. Like that confidence, that reassurance that you're giving yourself is going to help boost your self-esteem and boost your confidence. But it's also going to project that out into the world. Like this person is confident. This person, they might not know how their day going to turn out, but they got so much hope and optimism and enthusiasm that it makes you just seem like the end all be all to somebody. Like it makes them look at you and want to get to know you and want you and stuff like that. And it just makes you that much more interesting and intriguing to know and to want to be around, because you're oozing with that confidence and that the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you hold your cup, the way you might flick your hair, the way you might laugh, the nails, the way your nails look, the shoes you wear, the clothes you wear, the perfume and cologne that you wear and stuff like that. It just makes you that much more interesting. I don't give a damn if you take you take Uber, if you ride the train, if you ride the bus. Like you're gonna catch the attention. You're gonna catch the attention of no good people, and you're gonna catch the attention of the greatest people and everybody in between. Like, because that energy is there, that vibration is there, and baby, why not? Look at you. Look at yourself. Like, who wouldn't be that crazy over you? Who wouldn't be? Like, you gotta start to big yourself up and hype yourself up. You can't look for somebody to feed your ego or to stroke your ego. Like, you gotta big yourself up, hype yourself up, and know that you are that boy or you are that girl. Now, I ain't gonna say boy, but you are that man or you are that woman. Like, you are that. Like, you are it. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's just a little bit of and then also make sure that when you are talking to people that they are pretty much healed, okay? That they're pretty much healed and that they're not holding on to like traumas and past situations that have happened to them, because then that's something that's going to drag into y'all it's going to drag into your situation. So make sure that they are healed and that they know what they're looking for and that they're on their path and that they're on their journey and they're happy and content and satisfied with who they are and how far they came and what they're doing in life, and that they want to always go up and above and achieve more and do more and be better. And that's amazing. But if they're just like waddling and like guilt and remorse and regret, and they always it's always some negative shit that's going on with them. It's like you want to detach yourself from that, because their problem becomes your problem. You energetically take on that situation. You energetically take on that problem, whatever. So you want to make sure that you're clearing that shit the fuck out, and that the person that you are, they don't have like mommy issues, daddy issues, um, self-worth issues. Woe is me, the blamer mentality. Like, woe is me. I had to do this. I had to do that. Nobody was there for me. Nobody loved me. Nobody did this. It's like, baby, it's time for you to love yourself, okay? Like, what happened to you in the past is the past, and you can't get it back. It's like you have to grow up from that shit, okay? Like, you have to grow the fuck up from that shit. And this is why your life isn't where you want it to be. And this is why your life is in shambles, or you're not happy with yourself, because you still hold on to shit that's dead. Like, you should have handled that shit when your parents were alive. You should have addressed it. Or, sometimes you go through things for you to become a better version of yourself. So let's say if you had ain't shit parents growing up, and they treated you wrong or whatever. That's God's way of telling you, like, it's time for you to, kick yourself into high gear and love yourself. Don't allow these people to make you feel worthless because you're not worthless. Like, they're showing you a lesson. They're teaching you a lesson about yourself. Like, are you going to get it, or are you going to linger on to the pain? Like, are you going to say, okay, this lesson is for me to love myself and discover who I truly am, and embrace that thing and go after my hopes, my dreams, and stuff like that, and be the best version of me? Or are you going to sit there and you're going to be the blamer for the rest of your life? The reason I act like this is because of this, or the reason I do this. It's like, nobody got time for your bullshit, okay? Like, people are you. That's why relationships don't work. That's why there's always some shit going on with you. People don't like you. You hold a lot of negativity with you. It's like you're a very negative person. You want to speak to people how you want to speak to people. You want to be disrespectful. You want to do this. Be disrespectful by your fucking self, because that's who you're going to end up with, by yourself. You're going to end up with just you, and by yourself, because nobody's going to want to be around negative people, or like just nasty ass energy all the time. Like, that's very draining, and that's very time consuming, and that's very karmic. Like, that's a lot of karma, and like, it's just a nasty ass energy. Nobody wants to be around somebody with issues that's unhealed, and they just blame everybody for their shortcomings. It's like, you are your own shortcomer. Like, you are the reason why you're not happy. It's nobody else's fault. It's not your ex's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's your fault. You did what you did. You allowed your life to go in a certain type of direction that ultimately you're not happy with. So you're not happy with yourself. So you gotta self-reflect on yourself and say, you know, and heal those triggers and traumas and stuff like that. And once you become a better person to yourself, you become a better person to other people, and then other people will start to feel that energy, and you'll start to pull in more blessings, and you'll start to elevate yourself, and you know, you'll just start to be more happier, and more blessings will come into you, and more people, more positive and more helpful people will come into you. But once you still in that, like, that low vibe, negative, I can talk to people how I want, I could be nasty, and this happened to me, and that, and these is their fault. It's like, baby, stop being a blamer, okay? Stop being a blamer. Blamer alert, okay? So just make sure that y'all not running into blamer alerts, okay? Um, that the person that y'all get with is healed, okay? Whatever issues that they have, whatever they've been through in life, they come to terms with it. They come to accept that it is what it is, that they learn from it, and that they are the best version of them currently because of it, and that they can teach other people how to overcome these exact things. Like, most people now, most blamers are narcissists, It's the woe is me mentality. It's like, this happened to me, and they want everybody to feel their pain, like, and it's like, no, I don't have to sit up here and feel your pain. That's your pain. Like, you deal with that shit. Why do I gotta deal with your insecurities? Why do I gotta deal with your traumas, your unhealedness? Like, no, I don't have to deal with none of that shit. And if you feel, and then that's when you start to see, it's like, oh, everybody winds up leaving me. Whoa, oh, it's like, no, yeah, look how you act. Look how you act. Like, who wants to be around this energy? This is draining. It's tiring. It's very tiring, and nobody has to be around that. I don't give a damn if, like, you're married or you have children. Like, nobody is obligated to be around somebody who doesn't make them happy. Like, you don't want to do shit. You don't want to heal. You don't want to grow. You don't want to prosper. You're setting your ways. It's like, no, I don't. I deserve better, and that's what you need to get. And then that's the energy. It's like, I deserve better. Like, I don't deserve this treatment. Like, obviously, you need to go and you need to find yourself. It's like Will and Jada. It's like, you need to go. You need to find yourself, because you're lost right now. You don't really know who you are. Like, if you seriously sit somebody down and ask them, who are you truly? Like, who are you? What makes you you? Most of the time, they want to give you, like, some superficial shit, It's going to be very vague. It's going to be very broad. Like, they're not going to get to the meat and the potatoes of who they are. They don't know their sole purpose. They don't know their essence of their life. Like, they don't know because they haven't discovered that yet because they're still living in pain and hurt. So, make sure that the people that you are coming in contact with are as healed as you are. So, if you're a person that still needs to do a little bit more healing, granted, you might meet people that's going to reflect that, and then, they're going to pretty much, either they're going to help you heal it, by, spreading you, by embracing you with like the love and the nourishing, and but you're gonna meet some people that's gonna really be hard hitters, gonna be a hard hitter mirrors. So make sure that you are, doing what's best for you at the end of the day. You are living your truth, you are living in your power, you are living in your purpose. And that will all come to fruition when it comes to people that you're seeking and stuff like that. Because people are going to marry you, and if you are putting out shitty energy, you're gonna meet shitty people. If you are putting out amazing, positive, happy, upgoing, upbeat, and uplifting energy, you are going to attract those people. So, the higher you vibe, the more people you attract. And you attract ain't shit people, and you attract the in between people, and you attract the most highest vibe people. So, that's something to look for. Make sure that you're setting your boundaries and you know exactly what you actually want. And you're not afraid to go out and, date outside of your comfort zone. And, 'cause you never know. What if you're Hispanic Latino and your person is Jewish? You know what I'm saying? It's like you never know. You never fucking know. So, pretty much that's just kind of what I wanted to say this morning. And I hope, y'all take some of this good stuff in, and y'all actually reflect this back onto your life and say, how have I been coming off to people? Have I been, having horrible communication and coming off really snobby and, really rude, or like how have I been coming off to people? And then that's how you will understand why you are attracting the certain type of people that you're attracting and stuff like that. So be mindful of that. But yeah, this is just a message that I wanted to pretty much get on and share with a lot of people. I just was just sitting down chilling, and I was like, you know what, I need to make this video. Why it's still fresh and it's on my mind and stuff like that. Like, let me go and let me make this video and stuff like that for my peoples and stuff like that. So guys, definitely make sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment, and I hope you guys all enjoy your day. Yes, and I will chat with you guys later.